The absence of streetlights on some major streets and highways in Accra is creating significant security and safety concerns, with residents forced to cut their evenings short to avoid potential robberies and drivers struggling to navigate poorly lit roads. The National Road Safety Authority is urging pedestrians to wear reflective clothing at night to enhance visibility and safety. ChannelOne News' Ajua Tenkroma Domina provides more details in this report.
It's 8 p.m. in Accra, Ghana's bustling capital. We are traveling on the Burma Camp Road, approaching the Major Mahama roundabout. The nearly 9-minute journey is shrouded in darkness, with the only sources of light being the dipped headlights of oncoming vehicles. This limited visibility forces drivers to rely on these bright lights, which, while illuminating the road, can be blinding. The lack of street lights not only causes discomfort, but also raises serious safety concerns.
Where I'm currently standing is the Major Mahama roundabout, and it is a crucial intersection for people who are going to Spintex, which is behind me, people who are going to Airport Hills, which is to my right, people who are going to Trade Fair or Chado to my left, and people who are coming from the Burma Camp overpass, which is straight ahead of me. Now, we have traveled the 9 minutes journey, which is approximately 5.5 kilometers, and we have not sighted a single working street light on this stretch. What danger does this portend for people who use this route on a daily basis?
The way I had my son, at the time I ride this, you know, the scrap, if you had me at the bar, I say a hum cacra. Yeah, Timotos, so say soon we say. No be cry yare and ask be to know that I no deny say yam fan and ask yam one I am through because a bit me to your partners yeah or my co-workers are no more Jumano or Midinano yam one or no dream say or be one pacono but to see always of a one pacona maybe our trash and so no I didn't motor and visa on my yamaya anybody yes Romo say on my yamaya I am in Kwa Ghana for more for driver who the cars fire be. It's
very dangerous to for our driving. You know, for instance, when you drive around maybe 12 a.m., 1 a.m. thereabouts, and your car just broke down, what are you going to do? So it's very dangerous, and I'm appealing to the government to at least do something about it. Here is a residential area. There is a Burma camp here, the soldier camp here. So I think they should try and fix the street lights. It will be very helpful for both the drivers and those who work around here and go home late.
The Burma Camp Road is not an isolated case. Other parts of the capital, like Laboni, are also suffering from non-functioning street lights. Residents, particularly women, are compelled to leave work earlier to avoid potential dangers due to the inadequate lighting.
The night when it's like 12 going, the place is quiet and it's risky. So people have to go early to the house and come back, go early to the house when they close from work. And I fear because sometimes I feel motor riders will snatch your bag from you.
Say man na mo ha, bo motor for no ba ku tiechire. Boys ebi omo phone no mo hwim omo phone no mo de dwane nti before I be rush no omo ko nti no very dangerous this time no echo election year no nipa bone aba krum so obi kra obi oktie mu kra obi ama efie bi emen ha oh nti say loro kwa street no light no ho a utimi so obi ba hu say obi na ebe nti wo so ube bo ho ban.
It's a few minutes past 9 p.m. and I'm currently standing at the La Paz section of the N1 highway. This particular highway is known to be accident prone. Now, beyond this obvious factor, the street lights are not working. We have moved from Jolu up until here, close to the Las Palmas restaurant, and none of the street lights here are working. If not for the fact that this is a commercial hub, and so you see shops still operating, people selling on the streets still here as at this time. Come here around 11 p.m. through to 1 a.m. and you see drivers having to struggle, each blaring their headlights just to see on the routes.
Road engineer Abdullah Mahama explains the critical role streetlights play in road safety and design. He emphasizes that their absence, combined with faded road markings, significantly increases the risk of accidents.
When the line markings are functioning, when the driver throws the light, it reflects back. So that's a communicator between the road and the driver. And able to, if you are actually approaching curve areas, once you throw the light and you get a feedback, you'll know that I'm approaching a curve. So you're able to know whether you are decelerating or you are accelerating. And for that one, the furniture, that's the street lights, the line markings, and other furnitures on the road actually communicate with the road, especially in the night. And the non-availability of these features leads to a lot of accidents on our roads.
The Bureau of Public Safety argues that properly functioning streetlights are a right, especially since consumers pay a 3% levy on electricity for this purpose. The Energy Sector Levies Amendment Act 2017, Act 946, stipulates this levy to fund streetlight maintenance.
We must begin to hold our duty bearers accountable. The DCEs, the MCEs, and the city mayors must be accountable in this regard. It's not everything that we want to go and lodge at the Flagstaff House. The MCEs and the DCEs and the mayors are the president's representatives, in our various communities. So they are the ones we should be questioning now, that for the 3% that we contribute monthly to street lights, what are you doing to it? What are you doing with it?
The Electricity Company of Ghana, which collects these levies, states that it only receives funds for power consumed by streetlights and cannot account for or manage the 3% levy nor oversee maintenance.
If there is any problem with a street light, you need to investigate what the problem is. It is not the mandate of ECG to check the installation or fixing of street light. When, let's say, there's going to be a road construction, we come in as power distributors and then we do our part advising or giving an expert advice on what has to be done in terms of the quality or the right materials in installation of the street light. And then when the 3% is paid, our bit, that is the energy consumed by these street lights, is what is given to us. So we are not in charge of the physical installation, no.
What is the National Road Safety Authority's stance on this issue? Pearl Adusu Satakla, Public Relations Officer of the authority, reveals that the government is developing a new framework to address the streetlight issue.
Framework of streetlights, the Energy Commission has outlived its usefulness, have a modern way of fixing streetlights that will not give thieves the advantage of stealing wires and other things that will make the streetlight malfunctioning. So there is a whole contract of framework of bringing in a new technological way of fixing streetlights.
In the meantime, the Road Safety Authority advises the public, especially those navigating roads with malfunctioning streetlights, to wear reflective clothing at night to ensure their safety.
Whenever it is dark or it is in the evenings and you are on the road, you need to wear reflectors, dresses that reflect light. You should, in the dark or in the evenings, you should not wear darker shades of dresses. If you wear a darker shade, find a reflector and put on so that when an oncoming vehicle throws its light, it will reflect.
The clarion call from Ghanaians, pedestrians, drivers, and in fact all residents in the capital who are having to bear the brunt of the absence of these lights is just one: for the authorities who bear the power to fix the street lights. Reporting for Channel One News, my name is Ajuatin Kramadomina.